YouTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter and welcome to another daily reading vlog. Today is Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. It is the 24th of February and it is about 9:30 in the morning. I am on my way downtown to the hospital for my CT scan appointment. Yay, fun times. So yeah, it's more of a drive thing today than anything else. The test itself takes, I'm not kidding you when I say less than a minute. You know, a minute or so. Like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, gotta go all the way downtown for it. It's a thing. It's a thing. This is all part of the process. So, yeah, sorry no vlog yesterday. I was tired. I don't know why, but sometimes you just need to listen to your body, and I just needed to rest, and that's what I did. I did film a couple clips yesterday, but nothing very interesting. And then by the end of the day, I was just wiped, and I'm like, I just am not feeling this today. So I didn't film any videos yesterday. So there is going to be, you guys will have not seen my weekly wrap up. That's going to come tomorrow. I'm going to put that up. I'm going to film that tomorrow. I don't have any doctor's appointments tomorrow, so I'm going to film that tomorrow, and probably my TBR pile of possibilities for March tomorrow as well, and that'll probably go up Thursday. But in book related content, I did decide yesterday to DNF a book. I DNF'd Eclair in Present Danger by Laura Bradford. I just wasn't jiving with it. I was 50% of the way in, and I just really didn't have much of an interest to pick it up. The live show was last night. I listened to some of them chat about it, and it just wasn't for me, and that's fine. So I'm not going to continue on with the series. It's fine. I do want to try Laura Bradford. I just think that this series just didn't work for me. But in terms of what I'm currently reading, I did go back to reading Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. And because I knew I had the drive today, it's about an hour plus in and out to the hospital each way. So I've got a bit of a drive today. I decided actually to grab it on audio from the library. So I'm about 35% of the way through it right now. So I'm going to pop in the audio while I'm driving and get some listening done to it. So that should be fun. Let's see how I jive with audiobooks, because it's been a few months since I've really listened to audiobooks, and I just think that maybe I'm in an audiobook slump, I don't know. So I'm going to just keep trying, and eventually I'm hoping they'll catch again, because I do like them and I do appreciate them, you know, especially when having to do stuff like driving and chores and you know, crafting and things like that, you know. So anyway, so that's what I'm going to listen to now on the drive. But I did bring with me my ebook so I can read One Colorado Night by Joanne Rock. I'm going to focus on that one and get that one done, and then move on to distracted by other vehicles. I'm not driving, I'm sitting in the driveway. And then I'm going to move back on to the High Stakes Bounty Hunter. It's just because I'm more of the way through the Desire book. And then that way I've only got just like the couple books on the go at one time. But yeah, and try and get this one done. So yeah, I'm hoping I won't be sitting there for very long. The other two of these tests that I had done, I literally sat my butt in the chair and they called me for the appointment. So I'm kind of hoping that's what's going to happen. But so I thought this morning, I'm like, oh, I won't bring my ebook with me. And then I thought, if you don't bring it with you, you're going to end up sitting. That is Murphy's Law. So I did bring it with me. But anyway, I got to go. So I will talk to you guys when I get back. Bye, everybody. Hello, friends. It is later in the day. It is about 1:30 in the afternoon, and I've been home for about a half an hour or so. So yeah, that was just like, if I could have done that somewhere in town, that would have been great. But unfortunately, the equipment, like the CT scanners and stuff, they're not just everywhere. So I had to go all the way downtown to the big hospital to get that done. So literally, I was about an hour and 20-minute drive down, and because of traffic, and I got there and I parked the car. I went inside and I checked in right at the thing, and they're like, okay, go, you know, change. I didn't have to put on a gown, thankfully, but I had to remove any metal that I had. So I should put back on my necklace. So took off my necklace and stuff like that. The bra, of course, you know. But I got to leave my shirt on, so I didn't have to put on a gown, which was fantastic. And I was still in the change room, and I hear Sarah Phelan, and I'm like, coming. And I go out, I unlock the door, and I go out, and the technician's waiting, and she's like, let's go. And I'm like, you guys are quick. Like, I literally didn't even sit in the waiting room. So she was laughing. She says, you came at just the right time. So we went into the room, lay down on the thing for a CT scan. You just it's like a scan machine. It literally takes 90 seconds. And then I was done, and I was back in the change room, getting myself all put to rights again. And then I went upstairs, and I got my pills. And I came back down and I stopped at the Tim Hortons in there and I got myself a coffee because I hadn't had a coffee yet. I did have my breakfast before I left, and I had brought my water with me, my bottle of water, which I finished in the car. But I had not had a coffee yet, and I wanted one. So I got a coffee and a bagel, and I ate the bagel on the way home. That was my lunch. But I'm still drinking my coffee. It's roll up the rim time right now at Tim Hortons. So you literally, there's a spot where you can roll up the rim of the cup and see if you win a prize. And it's also on the app on your phone if you purchase it with your app, like, because I scanned my app to get points and stuff like that. So I had got Garrett a tea before I left this morning, and then I bought myself this, and then on the way home from the hospital, I stopped at Timmy's again, and I got Garrett another tea, and I got my mom a coffee. And so I wasn't going to buy those at the hospital. They would have been cold by the time whereas I don't care, I'll drink mine cold. Some of you find that probably disgusting, but whatever, I sip on this for a good long time. So anyway, I did like through the app and I looked and I actually won a coffee. So that was kind of fun. But Garrett said he didn't win anything on his first cup. I haven't checked this one. I don't know if my mom has or whatever. So anyway, so that's that. So the appointment's done. Now, in terms of reading, it was very, very good because I started at 32%. I was 32% of the way through Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. I'm now at 62%. So I listened to 30% of that book on the drive to and from. And I listened at 1.5 times speed. So that was really good. And I'm enjoying it. I am really enjoying the narration on it. It's been fun. That's how I like to listen. It's like driving and crafting and doing things like that. Like stuff that, yes, your mind needs to be on something, but not fully. And it made the drive that much more entertaining. And it's definitely getting spicy. At this point right now, we're already probably at a 3 chili pepper. So we shall see where this book lands, basically. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the plot, because I haven't really talked about this one, it's about our main character named Josephine, who is a huge golf fanatic. She grew up around golf. Her parents owned a pro shop. She is also a I think it's type 2 diabetic. She's an insulin-dependent diabetic. And she has the monitor that she wears, and she regulates herself by giving herself injections and things like that. And anyway, so she's a huge fan of Wells Whitaker, who's our male lead. And he is a golfer. I've talked about his character before. I think he reminds me in a way of like a Tiger Woods. You know, he was really, the darling when he came onto the PGA Tour, and everybody was rooting for him, the underdog kind of an idea. And then his life kind of kerploded. Fame got to him in a way, he started playing badly and stuff like that. So, but Josephine always kind of stayed his fan. And at the very beginning of the book, she's at one of the tour stops in Palm Beach, Florida. And it's Palm Beach, right? Not Palm Springs is in California, so it's Palm Beach. And she's there, and she's like his only fan anymore. Like everybody else has kind of ditched him. He's doesn't have any sponsors anymore. He's like bottom of the tour. He's playing horribly. And he basically tells her, stop. He goes, I'm done. I don't want you as a fan anymore. I don't want any, and she was supposed to go. She had won a lunch date with him or something like that. And so she was really upset. So that's how the book starts. And then 3 weeks later, he wakes up feeling guilty because he kind of went on a bender for like 3 weeks, and he wakes up and he feels completely guilty by the way he treated her, and he wants to make it up to her. So he calls his manager and he's like, I need information. Finds out that, her family has this pro shop. So he shows up. Well, what had happened is there had been a hurricane that had torn through this area of South Florida, and the pro shop was destroyed. So he feels completely guilty, and he's like, I want to help her. And then he finds out about her diabetes and the fact that she, in order to purchase insulin, had let the flood insurance on the pro shop lapse so she could buy insulin. And so they kind of work out a deal because he's offering to he's like, I will give you the money for this, right? And she's like, I don't want your charity. So she agrees to caddy for him, and then, to get back on the tour and stuff like that. And then she gets, as the caddy, she gets 10% of whatever his take home is, like if he wins. So that way she's kind of working for this money. And then of course the two of them develop a relationship. So it's, all very romance, like it just worked perfectly that this happened and blah, blah, blah. But I really am enjoying it. I like the dynamic between Wells and Josephine. I think they're funny together. They've got a really great banter between the two of them. The spice scenes are spicy, let me tell you. I'm in the car, like, even though I had my earbud in, I'm like, can anybody else hear this? Like, if I'm stopped, I'm like, my goodness, the vapors. It's been a while since I've listened to a spicy book. So, but yeah, I mean, I am enjoying it. It's a fun read, and I do like Tessa Bailey. I like her writing. I like the fact that it's golf, because you get so many like hockey romances or baseball romances or what have you. And I know the other books in the series, in this Big Shot series, are all hockey, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I think the newest one that hasn't been released yet might be baseball-ish related, but I almost wish that Tessa Bailey had picked okay, done a hockey, maybe done a baseball, done it like a soccer or a football would have been, you know what I mean? Like, had different sports for all the different books, but that's just my personal opinion. So yeah, but I'm enjoying it so far. So yeah, anyway, what am I doing now? It is, like I said, 1:30. I've had my lunch. I'm watching some BookTube, but I am going to do some crafting. So this week in the rotation for the cross stitch is the Vibrant Blue Jay. So for those of you who have not seen this piece before, so you can see there's the wing. I'm actually going to start, the head is going to be like up over here. It's going to take some time. This piece is going to take, if I finish this piece this year, I will be amazed. This is taking a lot of work, but I am loving every second of it. I have talked about this before. I am a process stitcher, not a progress stitcher, meaning I like the process of stitching. I do want the finished piece, don't get me wrong, but I really enjoy the act of stitching itself. I'm not someone who's, oh, I gotta get it done, gotta get it done. I really enjoy the time. Like, the fact that I am almost done the Festive Pumpkin Cottage makes me sad, because I've been really enjoying stitching on it. Do you know what I mean? So, but it'll be fun to pick up something new when I'm done that. So what I might do when I finish Frosted Pumpkin Cottage, which will probably be in a month or so, like maybe towards the end of March, I might have you guys vote on my next piece that I stitch after that. So we shall see. But anyway, so that's what I will be working on. So I'll update you guys later today with how far I get. I'm going to be working on this piece up here. I'll be putting some more stitches up here and then probably going back across the top. So yeah, that's my game plan. But anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to do a little bit more reading. There are live sprints tonight over on Storm's channel. I'm glad she's hosting because I am kind of tired, to be honest. But yeah, it's good. So anyway, I've been yapping. I'll let you guys go, and I will talk to you in my next clip. Bye, guys. And more Missy lap time. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? The paws. She's so happy. She's our happy little girl. Yes, she is. Doesn't matter what I was doing. Stop everything. Stop the presses when Missy jumps up here. Right, ma'am? That's right. Hello, my friends. Sorry for the glare in the glasses. It is about 3:30 in the afternoon right now, and I just finished reading All Night Long by Francine Pascal, the 5th book in the Sweet Valley High series. So I have one more to read. I actually probably won't finish that one until March, because I read 20% a day, roughly. I read them over 5 days. And yeah, but my thing is, I think I mentioned this in another video, is that I'm going to read 6 of each and then switch. So I read 6 Nancy Drew, I'm going to read 6 Sweet Valley, and then I'll read 6 Babysitters Club, and then back to Nancy Drew. So yeah. So this one, I gave it 3 stars. Basically, Jessica goes out with an much older boy, if you can't tell by that delightful mustache, and stays out all night, and of course suffers no consequences from it in the after effects. But I'll talk more about this next week when I do my wrap up. But yeah, 3 stars, finished it, happy about that. Have not done anything else. Well, I filmed a video, because I meant to film this video on the weekend or last week, about the read-along that I'm doing in the month of March of the book Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. So I finally just filmed that, and I posted it to my channel, so that's been done. But I haven't read anything else, haven't done any cross-stitch, so I think I'm going to do that now. But anyway, guys, this was just a quick update. I'll update you guys again later. Bye. Fellow Canadians, how much do we hate seeing this? As my father always used to say, please pay again. Clearly, this cup was not a winner. I will try again tomorrow. Okay, my friends, just a very, very quick update. I haven't done a ton. I filled in this little spot right here, and I'm starting up here, and then I'm going to go across later. So yeah, I got about 120 odd stitches in today. Not too bad for only having like a couple of hours to work on it, but I will pick it back up tomorrow. So yeah, just thought I'd give you guys the update. Hello, friends. It is 6:30 at night, or 6 o'clock at night, I should say, and I just got home from taking, well, not just, I got home from taking Garrett to work, and I had to stop at the grocery store to pick him up a can of chili for his dinner tonight when he gets home, and I had my own dinner, which was leftovers from last night, we made this pasta. It was actually quite good. We got pre-cooked or pre-made 3 cheese tortellini, and then we had it with a rosé sauce, and we added mushrooms and green peppers and onions. So I had leftovers of that, along with I made some garlic bread to go with it. We buy the nice fresh loaves of bread from the grocery store, the ones that are like $1. I think it's $1.25. We really like them. Garrett and I like bread. So I had that for dinner, and now I'm upstairs, and I'm gonna, like I said, end the vlog early because I'm gonna be jumping into reading sprints over on Storm's channel, Storm Reads, at 7 p.m. And I thought I want to get this done before I do that. So because after sprints is my traditional time to watch last night's episode of John Oliver, or Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. It's one of my favorite shows, so this is like my tradition on Monday nights, is that because I don't actually have HBO, so I watch it the next night. So it's my tradition on Monday nights to watch it. So I'm going to do that. But during the sprints, of course, I want to get some reading done. So I am currently, because I listened to a little bit after I dropped Garrett off at work on my drive back, I listened to some more of Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. I'm now 70% of the way through it, excuse me. So I got a good bit of it listened to today, and I'm probably going to get some more listened to during the sprints. And then while I was having my dinner, I read about a half a chapter of One Colorado Night by Joanne Rock, and I'm going to read some more of that after I'm done editing, get maybe another chapter or so read, and then hopefully read a bit more during sprints as well. So yeah, so that is where we're at today reading-wise. Also, while I'm listening to the audiobook while we're sprinting, I'm going to work on my sweater, something I haven't done in a while. So it's not very exciting right now. It doesn't really look like much of anything, but I assure you at some point it is going to be a sweater. And I think I'm also going to have to, whoops, as I reach over here, wind another ball of yarn at some point because I'm slowly running out of yarn. I've got my drink for tonight, in case you guys are curious. I love sparkling water, or like carbonated water. So I get these bubbly ones. I don't know if you guys have them in the States, but this is a new one. It's a blueberry pomegranate, and it's quite delicious. And yes, I'm drinking it through a straw. And I also have my after dinner Hershey's Kiss. So that is my little treat. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care and happy reading, everybody.